Hey, howdy everybody. Taylor Swift. She has now endorsed the Marxist Party of the US of A. Led by the Marxists, she's endorsed Harris. It's kind of interesting, you know, because 90% of her songs, maybe 95% of her songs are about choosing the wrong person. It's all about her love life, and it didn't work out because I don't know how to pick anybody, but I picked this one now. Good luck with that. I mean, come on. You lost a whole bunch of fans because of it. Why don't you just sing? God put you on earth to entertain people, not to come up with stupid stuff. Just say it now. Let's talk about liberals. They are obsessed with abortion. They truly are. They're just obsessed with it. You know, at the recent Democrat convention, just about everybody had the abortion mixed into their wordage, right? It was all about Donald Trump, and he's banned abortion. And the fact is, he didn't. He did it federally, not statewide. I mean, you can still have an abortion if you like, but they're still yipping and yapping. And come on. I say to women that tell me I wouldn't vote for Trump because of his stand on abortion. I said, well, number one, he has a stand. That's kind of good. Number two, what about number two? It doesn't matter because it's up to the state, as it should be. Number three, you have a spouse. If he does one thing or says one thing, has one point of view that you don't agree with, are you going to pack and move or kick him to the curb? I don't think so. Come on already. You can't agree with what everybody does, but you all got to kind of get with it and look for the best. I mean, politics, elections is kind of like a horse race. Think of two horses. You have a right horse and you have a left horse. You have to vote for the horse. Which horse is going to take you over the edge to the right or to the left, or even up the middle where you want to be? It's up to the jockey. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Look at the right horse. You have a jockey. I don't like the jockey. Jockeys come and go and the horses stay the same because there's a Senate, there's a House, there's all kinds of other people. In the party, you have to vote for the horse, which means politics, right? That's politics, but it means policy more than anything else. You have policy on the right horse. On the left horse, they're taking you over a cliff. They really are. It doesn't matter who the jockey is. You're going over the cliff. You're cliff bound. So pay bloody attention. Don't look at the jockeys nearly as much as you look at the policies. And if you look at the policies, you're looking at the horse that's in the horse race. Did you get it? I hope so. Okay. Boomity, boomity, boom, boom. When there's a gun around, Trump, isn't it strange? I mean, the assassination attempt, the first one, and maybe the second one, if in fact it was, a lot of talk about that. But there was a guy with a gun. But there's never talk afterwards about gun control. Whereas the Democrats, doesn't matter. What one bad guy can shoot another bad guy, and we want gun control. It never comes up with Trump. Isn't that strange? And these are the same people who say, oh, I'm going to call him and say, I hope you're well. Cha-cha. They're bad people. Last weekend, I went to the gun show in Toronto, met my old friends there at the CSA, Canadian Shooting Sports Association, and it was great. I had a great fun. You got that? Then the next weekend, which was this 3 days ago, I went to a gun show in California, in Compton. And it was at the Compton Hunting and Fishing Club. What a great club. I was impressed. And the CRPA, California Rifle and Pistol Association, put it on. And I was there. The food was great. The company was fantastic. And I did the auction. I did that for about an hour and raised money for them for the cause, because unfortunately they need money all the time to fight the government, because their government is always coming up with rules and laws to say, I'm going to take your rights away, right? Now they're taxing the taxes, another, I think it's 11% or is it 13%? It's outrageous. And they go on and on. The CRPA, they raise money from their membership and from donors, and they go out and they have attorneys and they fight in Sacramento. And Rick, I met there for the first time. I've talked to him several times on video. I hadn't met him before in person. And he's the lobbyist in Sacramento. And he told me that they're enjoying great success. So we need them. They are our voice. Now, lastly, Edmonton, Alberta. I flew in there the other day. I didn't feel very welcome. As I'm walking down the stairs, I see this big sign that says, everybody's welcome as long as you're homosexual, more or less. All the colors are there and they talk about homosexuality. And I'm thinking, good grief, I just got into an airport and they're talking like this. So then I rented a car and there's an outlet mall that's close to the airport. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably the airport outlet mall. And I went in there and I thought, wow, what a bunch of bigots. There's hundreds of stores, I think, certainly many. And every store has many pictures of athletes and other people. Nobody is white. The mall itself has pictures of everybody everywhere. Nobody is white. And I thought, wow, I used to live in Edmonton 100 years ago, and everybody was white. I don't care what color you are, but I think when you're representing that you only represent everyone of color and no white people, I kind of think that's prejudice. What do you think about that? Is it just me? Have I left the world behind, or has the world left me behind? Like, what's going on? I think it's just wrong. I mean, you should give some representation to minority groups, and particularly majority groups. I don't know what white people are anymore in Edmonton. Maybe not the majority, I would guess, by going into that mall, that we don't even belong. We're not even invited. I don't know anymore. But hey, share your view with us too. That's all I get out of all of this is your responses. So it's always nice to hear from you. So hey, y'all have a good day. See ya.